Thank you for purchasing the Britax child bike seat. This child bike seat comes with the click and cruise bracket, which makes the attachment and removal of the child bike seat from the bicycle quick and simple. The click and cruise bracket is also sold separately for a second bicycle to allow you to switch from bike to bike with ease. Many full suspension mountain bikes do not have a bicycle seat post tube or do not have more than 6 inches below the seat post collar to mount the child bike seat bracket because of a shock or spring. Be cautious that the bicycle suspension does not cause the child bike seat to hit the top of the rear tires when riding over bumps or curbs. Some women's frame bikes may be incompatible if they do not have more than 6 inches below the seat post collar to mount a bike seat bracket. And comfort cruiser and pedal forward bikes may be incompatible because the angle of the bicycle seat tube creates interference with the child bike seat and rear tire. Other incompatibilities include bicycles without round tubes or bicycles with carbon fiber frames. The Britax child bike seat fits most bikes from 26 to 28 inch diameter wheels and with a tube diameter of 1 1/8 inch to 1 7/16 inch. To install the Britax child bike seat, first cut out the measuring tape from page 17 of your user guide to measure the diameter of your bike seat tube where the bracket will attach. Use the measurement chart on page 8 of your user guide to determine which combination of inserts should be used. Use the supplied hex wrench to loosen the screws and open the click and cruise bracket. Disassemble the bracket and set the spacer aside for use later. Assemble the selected insert combination into the adapter by aligning the tabs with the holes in the adapter and pushing to snap them into place. Place the adapter into position on the bike seat tube. Be sure to align the gap in the adapter with any cable or boss. If there is no cable or boss, then align the adapter opening towards the front of the bike. With the screws positioned in the bracket, place the bracket around the adapter as shown. Use the supplied hex wrench to slightly tighten the bracket to the bike seat tube. This will allow for adjustment when positioning the child bike seat. Insert both support bar ends into the snap-on holes until the safety catch is engaged. Pull up on the child bike seat to ensure that it is securely attached and that the safety catch on the underside of the mounting bracket is engaged in both support bar ends. Move the child bike seat on the bicycle seat tube so that there is a minimum clearance of 2 inches between the top of the rear wheel and the child seat. The gear shift and brake cables are not hindered, and the child bike seat does not get in the way of the bicycle pedals or your legs. Tighten the screws of the click and cruise bracket evenly and securely using the hex wrench, but never tighten the screws too tight or the bicycle seat tube could be damaged. To check for proper installation of the click and cruise bracket, use the spacer removed earlier to check the gap in the bracket. The bracket is mounted securely if the narrow sides of the spacer can be inserted into the gap, but the wide side cannot. If a secure fit cannot be obtained, you can adjust the diameter by using another combination of the mounting bracket adapter inserts. To remove the child bike seat from the bicycle, press the safety catch and lift the child bike seat to pull the support rods evenly from the click and cruise bracket. It may help to put one arm through the safety harness straps to lift evenly. For proper center of gravity, the center of the printed crosshairs on the side of the child bike seat should not be more than 4 inches behind the rear axle. To adjust the center of gravity, remove the child bike seat by pressing on the safety catch and lifting the child bike seat from the click and cruise bracket. Turn the child bike seat upside down to access the support rod bracket. Slightly loosen the bolts using a 13mm wrench or socket. Slide the support rod forward or backward to the desired position and retighten the bolts. Put the child bike seat back into the mounting bracket and check that you have achieved the proper center of gravity. To adjust the safety harness height, pivot the headrest adjustment lever up and slide the headrest until the shoulder straps are at the correct height. Press the headrest adjustment lever down to secure. To adjust the footrest, pivot the footrest adjustment lever up and slide the footrest to the correct height while ensuring the footrests do not interfere with the bicycle pedals or your legs. Rotate the footrest adjustment lever back down to lock into place. To adjust the recline, grasp the backrest firmly with one hand and press the recline adjustment lever down. Pivot the backrest forward or backward to the desired position. Release the recline adjustment lever to lock the backrest into place, ensuring the recline adjustment lever is engaged. To secure your child into the Britax child bike seat, loosen the safety harness straps by tilting the bottom of the safety harness strap adjuster and pulling upward. Press the button on the safety harness buckle and pull it out of the fastening slot. Place your child in the child bike seat. Put the safety harness straps over the shoulders of your child and attach the harness buckle into the fastening slot. Tighten each harness slot by pulling on the ends. Ensure that both safety harness straps are tight and of equal length. Place each foot strap over your child's feet and attach each foot belt connector to the footrest. Tighten securely by pulling the ends of the foot belts. Important: to prevent risk of injury, always ensure that the foot straps are tightened while transporting your child. To remove the cover, pivot the headrest adjustment lever up and slide the headrest up to allow access to the safety harness strap anchors. Press the headrest adjustment lever down to secure the headrest in place. Remove the safety harness strap and the shoulder pad elastic strap from the harness strap anchor. From the front of the seat, pull the safety harness strap and the shoulder pad elastic strap through the slot in the headrest cover. Repeat for the other side. Next, remove all 5 cover grommets. First, remove the grommets from the head pad by pulling them from each hole location. Set the head pad aside. Pull the remaining grommets from their locations in the seating area and unhook the cover from the underside of the child bike seat armrests, and remove the seat cover from the child bike seat.